What if the secret to discipline was doing almost nothing?
Okay, that's a weird way to start an episode.
Stay with me. Not grinding, not motivation, not screaming at yourself in the mirror at 5 a.m.
I mean, I've never done that, but okay.
Just 2 minutes. That's it.
That sounds too easy.
That's exactly what I said. And that's why we're doing a full episode on it. Because once you understand why this works, you'll never look at discipline the same way again.
All right, I'm in. Let's get into it. So let's be honest with everyone listening for a second.
Oh, here we go.
You've downloaded the Habit Tracker app. You've watched 10 different How to Build Discipline videos.
You've said starting Monday more times than you'd like to admit.
And every single time, by day 3, the whole plan just quietly dies.
No funeral, no announcement. It just stops.
And here's the thing. Most people think that means they're lazy or weak-willed.
Which is completely wrong, by the way.
Completely wrong. The real problem is that you've been building the wrong-sized habit from the start.
And that's really what today's episode is about.
So let's talk about willpower for a second, because I think people misunderstand what it actually is.
Right. Most people treat willpower like it's a personality trait. Like some people just have it and some don't.
But it's not that. Willpower is more like a phone battery.
I like that.
It starts full in the morning, and every decision, every bit of self-control you use throughout the day drains it a little.
So by the time you get home and you're supposed to work out or write or study,
You're already at 12%.
exactly. And here's the other piece. Your brain doesn't actually resist change. It resists effort.
Say more about that.
So when you tell yourself, I'm going to work out for an hour every single day, your brain doesn't hear a goal. It hears a threat.
A threat?
Yeah, like a giant wall of effort standing between you and comfort. And your brain's entire job, evolutionarily speaking, is to protect you from unnecessary effort.
So it just kills the motivation before you even start.
Before you even get off the couch.
Okay, that explains a lot, actually.
So here's the fix, and it's almost stupidly simple.
Let's hear it.
Any habit you want to build, shrink it down until it takes 2 minutes or less to start.
Not finish?
Not finish. Start. Those are very different things.
Okay, give me some examples, because I want people to really picture this.
Sure, read for 30 minutes becomes read 1 page.
Work out for an hour becomes put on your workout clothes.
Write a chapter becomes write 1 sentence.
Meditate for 20 minutes becomes sit down and take 3 breaths.
And I know what people are thinking right now.
That it sounds almost insulting, like it's too small to actually count?
Exactly that. But that's the entire point.
Okay, so why does something this small actually work? Because on paper, it sounds like a trick.
It's not really a trick. It's more like you're not trying to build the habit yet. You're eliminating the one thing that kills almost every goal.
Which is?
The friction of starting.
Ah, okay.
Once you're 2 minutes in, something strange happens. Motion creates motivation, not the other way around.
Wait, say that again, because I think most people believe the opposite.
Right. We're taught to wait until we feel motivated to act. But it's actually backwards. Action comes first. Motivation follows the action.
It's kind of like Newton's first law, but for humans.
Ooh, I like that.
An object in motion stays in motion. So getting started is like 90% of the entire battle.
Once you're moving, continuing is the easy part.
That actually makes so much sense with the gym example.
Go on.
Like, think about the last time you really didn't want to go to the gym, but you told yourself, I'll just go, do 5 minutes, and if I hate it, I'll leave.
What happens almost every single time?
You stay. Not because you tricked yourself, but because the hardest part was never the workout.
It was putting your shoes on.
Exactly.
And this shows up everywhere once you start looking for it.
Give me a few.
Authors who commit to writing just one sentence a day and end up finishing entire books.
People who tell themselves, I'll just open the language app for 2 minutes.
And end up doing a full 20-minute lesson.
Or someone who says, I'll just organize one drawer.
And somehow the whole kitchen is clean 2 hours later.
It's wild because none of those people planned to do more.
Right, and that's the important part. The 2-minute version isn't a fake goal or a smaller version of the real goal.
It's the door.
It's literally the door. And once you're through the door, the room is a lot bigger than you expected it to be.
That's a really good way to put it.
Okay, but here's where I think most people accidentally sabotage this rule.
Let's hear it, because I feel like I might be guilty of this.
They use the 2-minute version as a manipulation tactic. Like, they trick themselves into starting small specifically so they can force themselves to do more every single time.
And that kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Completely defeats it, because some days doing the 2 minutes and then stopping, that is the win.
Even if you don't feel like you accomplished much.
Especially then, because you're not trying to build one day of intensity. You're building a version of yourself that never misses, even in the smallest, tiniest form.
Consistency over intensity.
Every single time. The goal was never to lie to yourself into working harder.
The goal is to make showing up so easy that missing a day feels weirder than actually doing it.
That's it exactly.
Okay, so let's make this practical. What should someone listening actually do, like right now?
So here's the exercise. Pick one habit, just one, that you've been trying and failing to build.
Could be anything. Working out, reading, journaling, eating better.
Now shrink it down. And I don't mean make it easier, I mean make it embarrassingly small.
Small enough that you could do it even on your worst, most exhausted day.
Write it down. Say it out loud if you have to. That actually helps it stick.
And that becomes your new starting line.
Not the finish line.
The start line.
And honestly, once you do this for 2 or 3 weeks, something shifts. You stop dreading the habit because there's basically nothing to dread.
Right, there's no mental negotiation happening.
None. It's just, okay, 1 page, 1 sentence, 1 drawer. Easy. Done.
And then, more often than not,
You keep going anyway.
you know, when you really sit with this, discipline was never about doing everything.
It was about doing something, consistently, until that something eventually becomes everything.
You don't need more motivation.
You don't need a perfect morning routine or the right habit tracker or some 5-step system.
You just need 2 minutes.
And the willingness to begin.
That's honestly such a simple reframe, but I feel like it changes how you approach literally any goal.
It really does. And I think that's why this idea has stuck with so many people who've tried it.
All right, so if this shifted something for you while you were listening,
Hit subscribe wherever you're listening to this.
we break down psychology-backed ideas like this every single week. So you're not just consuming motivation, you're actually building something that lasts.
And we want to know, what's the one habit you're shrinking down to 2 minutes starting today?
Drop it in the comments. We actually read them.
We do. And who knows? Maybe we'll feature yours in a future episode.
All right, that's it for today's episode.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you next time.